Et voici le grille de départ pour la première manche qualificative numéro 1 pour la classe mini rookie. En pole position, c'est Alain Poissonnet. De sa côté, Isaac El Laouti, le pilote français. Second row, Bruce Chirino and Maxime Smet. Louis Letowers and Raphaël Hardouin round out row 3. Arthur Jassogne and Martin Chekin Gomis rounds out row 4. Andrea Grelo and Gilles Zaveda round out the top 10. I know there's going to be a lot of cheering in the chat for Moussa Berab Akbaba, who starts on the inside of row number 6 and will be joined by Lucas van der Heerde. The racing team, Claude Bal, Milan de Reutz for WJS, will be joined by Daily Bruce Ekelins on row 7. Diego Oliveira, Sid Morkins, Bella de Vries, Nathan Schreuz and Luis de Reda rounding out the 19-strong grid. The 9:03, André Grelo had a cancellation of their best lap time in the qualifying session. Lucas van der Heerde and Luis de Reda both had a drop down of 3 positions based on the front fairing being out of position, aka the front bumper. Oh, now someone just went off circuit. Might have been, or was it? I'm not too sure who that was. It might have been Milan de Reutz. A little bit further up, actually. Let's just have a look. So that would have been Moussa Berab Akbaba that went off the track there. 9:15. The drivers are getting very close towards us getting things going. Red lights are on the starting gantry ahead of 9 minutes plus an additional lap. They are instructed to slow. They've got to keep it nice and calm. Now through into turn number 15 here at Racing Kart JPR. Wonderful shots from our aerial drone as we go into the tram lines. Revs rise, lights are on est parti, let's go racing. So it's the run down to the first corner. Good start by the Pulse. It's Alain Poissonnet. Couple of carts going a little bit wide on the exit of turn number 1 and finding themselves a little bit hung out to dry, but the top 3 starting to initially scarper into the forefront. Bruce Chirino might have made a good start as well. It looks like it was the Henze chassis of the 975 from the Netherlands that has made it up into P2. Let's just see as they go into turn number 6. Struggling to get my corners out, corner numbers out. Yes, it looks like it is Bruce Chirino. So a good start there from the youngster, and in close proximity is Louis Letowers for DFK. As that's a change for the lead. Well, now there's going to be a repassing for the lead. Poissonnet gets back through. Chirino back onto the inside, retakes the position going out of the turn 13-14 chicane. Now through 15 they go. 0.15 separates the top 3. There's Alain Poissonnet, dives to the inside and goes through to retake the race lead. But look at the speed around the outside that Bruce Chirino has got in that 975 Henze chassis, and they're still wheel to wheel. Chirino might still put it to the outside. He's going to give it a go. But Poissonnet went to the inside line a little bit quicker, meaning that Chirino had nowhere pretty much to go on that part. Moussa Berab Akbaba up 7 spots. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. That's a great first lap from the WJS racing car, who is being, he's got Jassogne right with. But after lap number 2, Bruce Chirino leads from third on the grid. N1 Poissonnet trying to carry the momentum through the outside of turn number 1 in second. Unable to do so, but has got Louis Letaure's right towards his left-hand side as they go into the braking zone here into turn 3. As Arthur Jassogne gets past on Moussa Bera Akbaba, Isaac El Houti has dropped from second to the outside of the front row and is currently running P6. With the latter having the fastest lap of the race in the pocket, 1 minute 5.793. So 5 1/4 minutes to go, and there has been, well, there's a bit of a scramble as Louis Letaure's has Arthur Jassogne closing in into turn number 1 here with 5 minutes and 28 seconds plus an additional lap, and Arthur Jassogne looks to the inside, and Louis Letaure's just says, no, I'm just going to park it on the racing line, just follow my lead, let's just catch up to the 2 in front. Well, Bruce Chirino doing a stellar job at the sharp end of the grid as we go into turns 6 and 7, and Chirino has got N1 Poissonnet closing in rather rapidly. The gap last time around was 4.5 tenths of a second. Depending on what it is on the next intermediate, let's have a look. Well, Poissonnet did a personal best, and Bruce Chirino went purple. That tells the story a little bit. As Louis Letaure is now being hustled by Arthur Jassogne and Isaac El Houti, the French driver on the CRG, trying to close on in on the 2 in front. Wide into turn 3, and that was a brilliant overtake by Isaac El Houti, but Arthur Jassogne manages to get back through. Reed now takes third position away from Louis Letaure's, and then they've got Moussa Bera Akbaba and Milan de Ruyt closing in the 2 WJS racing carts. Both running the CS55 chassis. CS55 being the 2 initials and the race number of Carlos Sainz in Formula 1. And into the chicane. Isaac El Houti, that was a beautiful pass around the outside through the chicane on Arthur Jassogne. And Jassogne is coming under pressure now from Letaure's. They've also got the likes of de Ruyt and Akbaba right with them. So no quarter given thus far. So it is going to mean we've got 3 1/4 minutes remaining on the timer. Bruce Chirino's got to wait to the tune of about 6 tenths of a second. So here goes Milan de Ruyt on his WJS teammates, and they are going to be very, very close coming out of turn number 3. There's the battle for what is 4th on the road. Arthur Jassogne and Louis Letaure's. Letaure's has moved up the order a couple of places, but has been bumped back down to where he's qualified, as there is the move, Milan de Ruyt on Moussa Bera Akbaba. So some great racecraft being showed by these youngsters. N1 Poissonnet in the meantime trying to close in on Bruce Chirino for the race lead with 2 1/4 minutes plus an additional lap remaining. With the lap times these drivers are setting, we're probably looking maybe 2 to 3 laps more. But Bruce Chirino for the Henza Racing team doing an absolutely stellar job on that 9.75. Fastest lap of the race, however, is not by the driver in front. No, driver in second, Alain Poissonnet. 1 minute 4.874 second lap time by the 916 of Eurokarting. Through the final corner they go. Who's not to say things might get a little bit... Well, Poissonnet up the inside through at turn 3 and is through to retake the lead with 60 seconds on the timer. So by the time we complete another lap, we'll probably say could be on the cusp of next time around after this, maybe going on to the final lap. We're currently on lap number 7 as things stand. And Chirino dives to the inside of Poissonnet for turn number 11 and retakes the race lead. 2 laps remaining after this one. And Chirino doing really nice attacking, well, mounting an attack. And now it's going to be the time of Alain Poissonnet as the Eurokarting driver is starting to close on in under the slipstream through into turn 2. Hard on the brakes very shortly into 3. Poissonnet tries to do what he can, but Chirino able to hold on and keep the wide end of that Henser Racing Team car as wide as humanly possible. So we've got about 2.1 kilometres worth of racing left in this first of 2 mini rookie heats. And the combined aggregate results will decide who our points after heats, ranking after heats leader will be. Okay, last lap underway. Chirino versus Poissonnet. Poissonnet switches to the outside as we go through the sweeper at turn number 1. It's going to be a tall order for Poissonnet to do something about it, but if he waits and bides his time, he might be able to get the old under-over on the 975 in front of him. The corners are fast running out here in this first of 2 heats for Mini Rookie. So through the chicane, heading towards the top sweeping right-hander, and into left. You can see that there are different lines, even though it's always about. But the checkered flag waves, and it is going to be Bruce Chirino that wins ahead of Alain Poissonnet. It was only a 10th in it at the flag. Isaac Helhouty takes P3, Louis Lataros, Milan de Ruyt, Lucas van der Heerde, Moussa Bera Akbaba, Martin Chechin Gomez, just waiting for the last drivers to come across the line, so we can give you most important thing for this race, which will be the finish of this race. Bruce Chirino wins by nearly, well, literally 1 thing. So Helhouty, Lataros, de Ruyt, Van der Heerde, Para Abdoba, Chesson Gomez. Wins, Poissonnet, Helhouty, Lataros, de Ruyt, Van der Heerde, Para Abdoba, Checking Gomez, De Vela, Smet and Jasson ran at the top 11. Hardouin, Grillo, Elkins, and Diego Oliveira rounds out the top 15 with Luis Terrera, Belle de Vries, Sid Morkins, and Nathan Schroers rounding out the 19 finishers, all completing the 10 laps. Within from front, so GC thrown to the rear of the mini rookie, the top of the mini rookies. This side of things. So that concludes that one.